don't know Joe, I guess most of you do. He is our Veterans Officer, Service Officer.
Yep.
Joe Rouge.
Hi, I'd like to welcome everyone to the Clinton County Veterans Memorial. This, hi Jim, hi Wanda, hi Marilyn. This all came to play when I was asked to take the position as Veterans Officer for Clinton County. When the commissioners asked me, I told them I had one thing that I wanted to do, and that was build a memorial to honor our veterans who served our country. And it started out, first question was, how are you going to get the money? This money was all raised by donations from citizens. There's no state money, federal money, or anything like all the big monuments in Washington, D.C. This is all done by us. That's what makes ours special to me, is that we have a memorial that I think is second to none. I've been to a lot of places and seen a lot of different memorials, but when we started this thing, we started out with one purpose, and that was to honor our veterans who had given their life for our country. As you can see, we got 388 men and women who give their lives in the Civil War, which to me that was an just unbelievable amount, because we only had a population of 14,000 at the time of the Civil War here. So that's in the whole county, not just the city. So we started with Joseph Douglas, who was our first veteran that was killed in the Mexican War. He was killed in 1846, roughly. And I guess the purpose of me being here today is a lot of people see these memorials and they have questions about why they were done the way they were, or how we could do to make it better. So instead of me talking about what's here, I'd rather open it up to you guys and let you guys ask questions about any and all issues that we have here. If that doesn't work, I'll go ahead and talk to you. Tell you to stop. Go ahead, Mayor.
How did you come up with the design for this, Joe, and the layout?
Well, I thought about all the memorials that I've been to, and they were flat and square and this, that, and the other. And when you would drive by or walk by them, you'd just see part of them. So I figured I would make this funnel shaped so that as people walk down the street, they could see both sides. As they passed, they could see the other side, and it would take everyone up to the courthouse so we could use it as a way to get people to walk through here to go to the courthouse to look at the bricks. The bricks are very unique because the white bricks are for soldiers who was either killed in action, killed in service, or POWs. The red bricks donate people who have served or have donated to the memorial. And it really amazes me when we start looking at the bricks in here, the people from our community who have served, that a lot of people don't even realize that they did serve. I know my bricks right here, this is my brick, this is my grandfather's, and pretty proud of this too. And Dr. Bush is right above me. But we're having a class reunion today, by the way, class of 1965. Their bricks right up here at the top, right next to the memorial. They was one of my first people that actually donated to the memorial. As I got going, the bricks came in so quick. How do I accompany everybody that wants to be in the memorial? So I added the two signs on it because it went so quick that this front part was filled up. A lot of the memorials that I've been to, they had bricks just jammed up against each other. World War II memorial in New Orleans, they have sidewalks around it, and the bricks are all jammed together. You can't read them. There's no distinction between everybody. So when I designed this, I laid it out with every other brick, every other row, so that everybody has their own little square in there. As it grew, I added the two wings on it. I went to the commercial industries and the civic clubs, and I got the benches sold to be able to put around it so that people would be able to sit here. Almost any week, any time of the day, especially at night when it's nice and cool and calm, you'll see people sitting out here. They'll be sitting out here reading, and they'll just be looking at the bricks. And by the way, the sheriff and the jail, we have monitors here. The memorial's monitored 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's monitored down at Central Dispatch, which I think is a very unique thing because no one has ever tried to deface it. And to me, that's a pretty good thing. You know, this has been in here since like 2004, I think it was, or 5. And a lot of places you see, I own one of the buildings where the murals are, and it's had spray paint on them a couple times. No one has ever came in here and tried to deface this, which I think a lot of people have respect for this as being somewhat of a hallowed ground. The commissioners also passed a couple ordinances to help me protect it also. So, the second part of the memorial is called the Flag Memorial. After I sold out all the room I had here, I didn't want to turn anybody away. So then I came up with the idea of my center flagpole, which is now at half staff in commemoration of 9/11, is 35 foot tall. That flag is 6 foot by 10 foot. A lot of your flags you see at places are 4 by 5. So we have a very large flag there, and the state flag and the MIA flag are on 30-foot flagpoles, which is another thing that's really nice. And then I arched the flags around the back for all the 5 military organizations, so when the wind blows, none of the flags should touch each other, which is one of the common problems you have when you have a lot of flags flying together, as they get wrapped together and tattered and stuff. I looked at a lot of different memorials, and I've seen all these chafed flagpoles. So I didn't want my flagpoles to be chafed, so I put what's called internal halyards in there. The mechanism for raising and lowering flags, in the back of the poles, there's some access lines. You can see on the bottom of those we have weights, and the cord goes up the middle. So we have no chafing to our poles. Okay, you want to walk back down here and look at it for a second? Show everybody something else that's unique about our memorial in metric. So with me not being the smartest person in the world, I had to convert it from metric to inches so I could use my rulers. So I put little pasties down, marked it out, then we moved the pasties till we got it so that whenever the sun hit it hit it perfectly. So spring ahead and fall behind is why the numbers are set up to where they are. This actually was the brainchild of Russ Kaspar. Russ came up with the idea of this. He approached me, and this is something I thought was a good addition to ours because it's educational. It's something that will be here forever. That's Russ's saying that he gave me for it. Everybody asked me about the big cube. I don't know if you, the bottom part of that cube weighs 5,000 pounds. The top part weighs 3,000. And those have the depictions of the 4 generals in Clinton County. And I had a guy come up to me and said, "Don't you worry about somebody stealing that?" My response to him was, if they're big enough to steal that thing, I sure hell I'm gonna try to stop it. You know, so it's kind of unique because as I went around it, each one of these gentlemen had something spectacular that they done for our country. And on this side over here is Jim Record, who was he's the only one who has passed. The rest of our generals are all still living. Jim Record was head of, a lot of you guys have probably heard of General Schwarzkopf. Well, the guy behind General Schwarzkopf who designed the first invasion was General Record. And he was also commander of Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. And every time he would fly in, they would fly him into Grissom. They would have all these signs of welcome to get back to Clinton County. The bridge out between Clinton Central and Michigan Town is named after General Record. I was able to get that done. That's not an easy task to do because you have to be sponsored by a senator and a representative to be able to get that done. And we was able to get it through both the House and the Senate. And Jay Kelly, a lot of you guys might remember Bob Kelly, who was sheriff. He was actually the one who hired me at the deputy when I worked there. And he was head of NASA. He's now head of what's called the Falcon Foundation. That's the foundation who puts veterans in the Air Force Academy. That's what Jay does. General Lucas worked for the CIA, in the White House, and the Pentagon. General Olin flew C-130 gunships in Vietnam. Jumping back to General Record, he flew 17 different aircraft. He was grounded twice because he flew so low, supporting the troops, that they were putting holes in his plane. So they warned him and says, "Hey, stay up, stay high." And he says, "I can't stay up and high and help my troops." So that was kind of interesting. Again, we're having our 50th class reunions tonight, and General Lucas's daughter is in our class. So that was kind of unique. My brother played basketball with General Owen. The lights that we have come on, bog to dust, and anybody ever been to Las Vegas to Venetian Hotel? These are the same, Jim waves his hand, the only guy that's got money. These go up 25 foot and then they open out. And I could not understand how they do that, but if you're ever out here at night and there's any fog or anything like that, the beams actually come up and then they spread out to illuminate around all the flags. Too long, am I running out of time?
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And go have a good time at your class reunion. And now we're going to go on to the Legion and then the police station, fire station, and back Main Street.
Too often, all of you get overlooked in what you do every day, and Healthy Communities wanted to let you all know that we do appreciate you. We do remember everything that you guys do for us every single day. So, if I could get elected officials up here first. Thank you.
Sit down.
Your service.
Ooh, look at all those guys we got at it. Thank you, gentlemen, for your service and for coming.
They drove a fire truck
Chief
here.
Kirby. All of the fire department come up here with their picture.
It's been a few years.
I'll get a picture. I even got the fire truck in the back now.
Thank you, guys. Girls, if you want to take notes on these guys. Thank you.
Get out of the way, I don't need that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fire, yeah.
Thank you, Frankfort Fire Department and get our members of the Frankfort Police Department and the Clinton County Sheriff's Department up here, please.
I saw that. It's that Colfax thing. Thank you for your service.
If I have any representatives from service organizations or volunteers, please come forward. That's you.
Did she give up on us?
We love our volunteers. Thank you very much.
Imagine that. You love this volunteer? You better. Smile. All right. And everybody else gets a ribbon too.
Yes, everyone, you girls just go around and hand everybody else.
Yeah. Thank you for participating. Millard, if you'd be so kind. He has a few words for us that are appropriate for 9/11. Girls, come on up and sit down. Kids, come on up and sit down.
I won't take very long. If you can hear me, I'll try to
Step up so you can hear.
We put a poem together in 2002, 1 year after the 9/11 tragedy, and haven't really used it. And Sulon asked me to participate, so we upgraded this thing a little bit. So hopefully it will fit into what we've been doing, and it won't take but a couple minutes here. 9/11, 2001, a day still most difficult to discuss. 14 years ago it happened, and it stunned all of us. We saw the Twin Towers crumble, the Pentagon fall. Thousands died by the evil fires that seemed to burn us all. America's spirit was wounded. Where then do we start? Terrorism had driven a stake deep within our heart. Heroes stepped forward, policemen, firemen, the man on the street. America showed the world she would not be beat. Hand in hand across our nation, a renewed unity abound. A special spirit of courage and bravery was quickly found. If a positive could come from a negative, who could have figured the events of 9/11 and the special foolings that they triggered? The U.S. launched a war against terrorism heard round the world. Others came to our aid. You can see their flags unfurled. It could cost very much, many lives and dollars spent. History may well repeat itself. We won't have our freedoms bent. Man has set the decoration. God has promised hope. Our freedoms must be protected. We must accept and cope. 9/11 shall go down in history as a turning point in time. Many a poet shall record the events in prose and in rhyme. The healing must now begin. We must forget all our fears. Peace, tranquility, and love must fill our future years. God has laid the path. We need but follow his way. God has blessed us before. God shall again bless the USA.
We want to thank everyone for coming. A reminder that at the American Legion there is a pork burger dinner. It's a free will offering open to everyone and their families. Once again, thank you for coming. Help yourself to refreshments. Thank you.
Water, cookies. Oh, and we have 2 special awards for our walkers.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. We have been walking these walkways that we created, several years ago, every other Wednesday all summer. And we have 2 walkers who have been our prize girls. And we're calling them the Walking Warriors.
Kathy and Shereen.
Kathy and Shereen, come on up here. Stand there with Laura. Turn your shirts around. And we hope next year to have many more. Smile, ladies. Turn your shirt around, Shereen. Oh, there you go. There you go. Nice. And we're going to walk this winter at the Y every other Wednesday, 4:30 to 5:30. Outside if it's nice, around St. Matthew's. Inside if it's not nice. So it's just a healthy thing to do.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Come get some water and cookies, gentlemen. We can't use all those